get started. So we're going to start by opening the heart, opening the breath, and then opening and clearing the mind. Let's start with a couple of sighs of relief. Inhaling, and then sighing it out. Inhale, and then allowing yourself to melt. And one more. Inhale, and exhaling. Perfect. Let's do some circle breaths. So you bring your hands to your sides. Inhaling, allowing the hands to float up. Bringing energy in. Exhaling and melting. Inhaling and gathering. And exhaling and softening. Perfect. One more. Inhale. And then exhaling. Lovely. Let's move on to our spontaneous Qigong. So you can start to shift your weight from side to side. Perhaps adding in a little bounce. Gently shaking off anything that's distracting, any thoughts. You can also make sounds if you'd like, or you can smile, you can laugh, anything that you like. It's actually a good thing to do before you go to bed. Just lightly shaking, not too much. Then let's settle down. We'll find our Tai Chi stance. Your feet should be about hip-width distance apart. Tucking the pelvis, making sure the knees are softened. If you can't hear me, let me know, because I'm playing different music, it's louder. You roll your shoulders up and back. And then let's start to scan our bodies, starting with our feet, maybe wiggling the toes. Tense the legs, squeezing, and then releasing. And then moving into the glutes, squeezing, and releasing. Imagining your vertebrae stacked on top of each other, starting with the lowest one, maybe tucking a little the pelvis, and imagining that the muscles are softening around that vertebra. And then moving up to the next vertebra, softening. And moving up one by one to the middle back, upper back, gently relaxing and softening. And then the shoulders. Allow them to melt, your arms to hang heavy. Maybe squeezing your fists, your arms, and tensing, and then releasing. Moving to your upper neck or to your neck. Allowing the jaw to soften. Maybe you can feel a gap between your teeth. Maybe your tongue, the tip of your tongue comes to the roof of your mouth. Softening the cheeks. Maybe closing the eyes. Allowing the forehead to soften. Maybe closing the eyes and then focusing the attention inward. Noticing the breath. Observing the type of breath. And allowing yourself to take full and deep inhale, holding at the top, and then exhaling and softening the shoulders. Inhaling, and then softening and relaxing. And one more. Focusing to your mind. Notice what you're thinking about. No judgment. If it's work or things you have to do, allow those thoughts to float away. Acknowledge them, float away. This is your time. And then perhaps allow your mind to drift to a place you like to go. Maybe there's a room that you like to be in, or be surrounded by your friends, family. Allow your mind to go somewhere that brings you comfort and peace. Maybe there's a color associated with this warmth. Take a couple more breaths, and then open your eyes if they're closed. Settling in again into our feet. Imagine that their roots coming from the bottoms of your feet. Bring our hands to our sides, inhaling and align the hands to pull out and up. Then exhale, palms facing down as you sink into. Inhaling, align the hands to float up as you look up. And then exhaling and softening. Do one more. Inhale. And then exhaling. Bring your hands to your sides, taking in a breath and then leaning to the side, align the hand and the head to hang heavy. And then coming back to center. And leaning to the other side, softening. And back to center. And this time let's bring a hand overhead, allowing gravity to take us a little deeper. And inhaling and coming up. And we'll do one more. And then back to center when you're ready. Let's bring our hands together, palms facing in. Inhaling, raising the arms overhead. And then exhaling, softening and reaching out to the sides. Inhale. And then exhaling. One more. Inhale. Looking up. And exhaling out to the sides. More fourth Qigong movement. Making a soft fist with one hand and then wrapping it with the other. Bringing your hands into the navel, curving forward. Inhaling and softening and reaching overhead, maybe looking back. Exhaling and rolling forward. Inhaling and reaching back. And one more. Find the hands to float down. And then let's start swaying from side to side. And allow your hands to glide through all the chi that surrounds you, all the beautiful energy. And then we're going to come to the center. You're going to tap your foot. And then bring it in. And tap your foot to the other side. Gently swing. And then we're going to take a foot and step it forward, and we're going to make our little deer antlers to move into deer. So you're bringing your middle finger and your ring finger in. You're going to raise your arms overhead. And the leg that's out, that arm is going to come into your side. And then we're going to turn our deer antlers to face behind to see what we can see. And then facing front. And then we'll shift to the other side, maybe stepping that foot out. And then looking behind. And then facing front. And then this time, maybe stepping the foot out a little bit. Raising the arm overhead and maybe going a little deeper this time. And facing forward. And then last time, look at this, what you can see behind. Taking a soft one. You can even release your hand if you feel comfortable. Wonderful. Face front. We're going to move on to our ringing of the temple bell, which helps our lymphatic system. Let's keep moving. Start swinging from side to side. Perhaps looking over your shoulder every time you swing. And if you swing faster, you're finding your shins to go up your body. And that your hands more like fists might gently. So this gets your lymphatic system going. This is your big drainage system. Gets rid of bad stuff in your body. Things you don't need, potentially viruses, other things that would drag you down. And the only way to get the lymphatic system going is with movement. So it's very important to always move. And then you can slow it down. We're going to start off with our 5 moves today. Then I'm going to work on another form, the 24 form, which is the official form that is recognized around the world. And I'm going to do that form just facing forward, and you can follow me. But we're going to first start off with our 5 pose form, our 5 form. So rub your hands together. And then opening, form your chi ball. Noticing what's between your hands. Maybe you can feel tension between your palms, or tingling, or perhaps heat in your body. You can play with it, making it bigger as you inhale. Imagining it getting bigger, and as you exhale, imagining that this ball is getting smaller. Maybe you can feel it pressing against your hands. Inhale and exhale. You can flip your poles and play with it vertically. The weather is getting nicer now, so I definitely invite you to play with your chi outside. It's a lot of fun. Now that we've gotten acquainted with our energy, let's start our practice. You bring your hands to your sides. Then we'll open up, great line, the hands to float up, stepping down. Rub your hands together. And then we'll form the ball. On either side, whichever side you're on, that hand is on top. And then you're going to take your ball and kind of pull it apart and then form the ball on the other side. So you're imagining, or actually that your bottom hand is like a frisbee, perfect, and forming the ball. Sway from side to side. You can also maybe bring out a heel. Of course, you can walk around if you'd like. Feel comfortable. You can march in place. Whatever you'd like to do. You're welcome to continue balancing yin and yang, or you can move to the next move with me. I'll bring my hand over. I'm flipping the ball on one side, and then I'm going to brush knee, then chi. Holding the ball, brush knee, sending energy out. Can be any kind of energy you like. It can be a thought that you no longer want. It can be something that you want to give to the world. Perfect. So this move is called brush knee sen chi, also formerly known as brush knee and twist. And when you're twisting, you're thinking about going towards the diagonal. pushing to the front corner of the room. This too, you can walk in different directions if you like. I'm going to do a couple more steps. And then facing front, bring one hand to the other. And then move to cutting the path to clarity. So for this, just bring my hand around straight like a blade. Bring everything forward that's around me. And then setting my blade down so that I can focus on one thing that is important to me right now. This is called cutting the path to clarity. I'm rising up just a little bit, and then when I come back around, I'm just thinking. Back, you can move backwards if you'd like. Perhaps brushing away your enemies and slicing or cutting down. Is the sister move of across the monkey. So for that, let's try that. Going across the monkey, you're kind of reaching out to the side, waving your hand in, and then pressing through. Beautiful. Reaching out to the side, pulling the hand in, and pressing. Every time you're pressing forward, this is also increasing your focus. If you're watching your hand push away or target what needs to be targeted in your life or focused on. One more on each side. one hand over the other, and separating the hands, moving into the cloud hands. Imagine the hands are like little clouds, just swirling through your sky. Maybe your sky is blue and there's just a couple of little faint clouds. Or maybe you're seeing a lot of swirling thick clouds. You can also play with the speed of your clouds. You can make them like go faster if you'd like. Do one more pass. And then coming back to center, closing one hand over the other. Step a little further apart. And then they gather whatever else I might need from her. And then raising it up, and then raising it up. Picking whatever I feel like I need from the universe, heaven. Perhaps you're gathering food or energy from the earth, nutrients, and then above, something spiritual, whatever it is that you can't buy. The things that you can't feel or what you reach above for. One more. Gathering from earth and from heaven. Allow the hands to float down. And then we'll step it in. Take a moment to allow yourself to feel your body. Notice your breathing. Maybe you feel your heart beating. So I'd like to work a bit on the 24. So you can follow me, and I'm going to try to stick to the numbers that are in the actual 24 form. So first, when we're doing this form, the whole form only takes about 6 minutes to do, but it was prescribed as like an exercise program for all. If the reading is correct, China prescribed it for their country as a way to get people to move. So you're going to start by sitting into your heels, finding your Tai Chi stance, lightly tucking the pelvis to help make sure that your muscles are still relaxing. Inhaling and opening and softening. And then we're going to step out to open. And drawing your arms up. And exhaling and softening. Inhaling up. This move is called opening the door. We do it 3 times. And then you're going to shift to a side. So, mirroring me. And then, just like in bouncing in and yang, you're just going to separate your ball. And then we'll shift back again. And then one more time. And then we're going to do something where we're just bringing this bottom hand back, kind of looking at it, and bringing it forward, and then you're just sort of leaning into this first one. This is called landing. And from here, we'll back, and we're going into our brush knee and twist. Gently rocking, one side, and then the other. Perfect. And another side. Now, this top hand will come down, and you're looking at it as it's circling, the other hand is also circling. And then you end with this hand on top and this hand underneath. And your heel is out. And we're going to take this hand back, and we're moving into our, we call the monkey step. So you can stay in place. But we do this 4 times. Wonderful. And then we're actually going to pause here. That was wonderful. So that was the first how many like 3 big moves in it. Normally when I'm doing it, I'm actually turning, but we're going to learn it straight at the beginning, and then we can add on. But that's the official Tai Chi drawing. So why don't we allow ourselves to do our Tai Chi walk. Walk in a straight line if you like. You practice balancing as you're moving, but walking in a straight line. You also move in a circle. Maybe make a circle going in one direction, and then circling in the other direction. A couple more steps. And then we'll meet up again. Beautiful. We're going to move on to our tapping, which allows us to open up our channels. So you can start rubbing your hands together, generating the heat or energy. And then you can start tapping under your chin, everywhere you can think of, all along your jawline, cheeks, under your nose, all around your nose, especially in this area, which is like part of your whole immune response. Your cheeks, under your eyes. Just tapping anywhere you can think of, and anywhere and everywhere. Down the back of your neck and across. Down your back. And a little bird asked me about something. So one of my last classes, and I think that actually if you are having any issues with the hair, your hair, any other part of your body, I would just send Reiki, I would send the healing energy to those areas. Bring your hands to those areas, and then imagining that there's healing, like a healing current or chi going to those areas. Your outside or your yang, make sure you get everything. Actually, one of my students is convinced that my Tai Chi is healing her, or that our Tai Chi is healing. And she keeps falling down on her knee and she's giving herself Reiki. And then she's like doing all this stuff on her knee and she's like, oh, it's the Tai Chi. And I'm just like, you should still rest. You think it's working. Sending yourself healing energy and love. So today we're going to bring our hands and we're going to place them on parts of our body that might be a little sore. Imagining that heat is flowing down your arms, your hands into the area. You can also imagine that this energy is coming from either above or even through your feet. Grounded into the earth. You're guiding this energy. Or you can imagine energy flowing. Sometimes you can start to feel sensations like some tingling. Now we're going to release our hands, float down. So today I want to practice the in and out breath. It's called Shishihu. So you're taking 2 small breaths in and then exhaling out. It's actually a very activating breath, but you can think in, out. And you can even take your hands and go sniffing in the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. We'll just do this a little bit. You even say it to yourself. in, out, and be very gentle. Settle into your regular breath pattern. Maybe relaxing the hands as you allow your belly to round. Fill up your lungs with air. And then exhaling when you're ready. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. Maybe you're seeing colors, images. Allow your mind to drift. A place that brings you peace and comfort, or maybe joy. You gently reawaken, allowing the eyes to flutter open. And then make a fist of strength and combine and protect it with the hand of compassion. Sharing your beautiful energy today. I hope you have a wonderful